Hey guys, what's up? I'm back, and today we're gonna be doing another video on the Let's Talk About series. I know that's like my main series. That's like all I upload sometimes. But this is gonna be a little bit different. It's not about gonna be like a player or a team or something like that. It's gonna be about an environment. Like fan atmospheres. That's what we're gonna be talking about today. And this could go for like hockey, basketball, baseball, any kind of sport. And it's just how I feel about fan atmospheres in general and how I feel. And I'll give some examples of some really good atmospheres and some maybe examples of some a little crazy atmospheres from what I've heard. I haven't really experienced that many atmospheres. I'm trying to like branch out and go to as many different arenas, as many different games as I can, and every kind of sport. But sometimes you can't really help that. So yeah. Fan atmospheres. This can make or break a team sometimes. Like the home team. Sometimes it can get such an energetic, like, fan base, well, not fan base, fan atmosphere, that it can help to, basically, can help the win. Help give the team energy because there's fans behind them. You can hear the fans cheering. You can hear the fans, giving you some hype. And that's really a lot about what's, like, home ice advantage, home court advantage, home park advantage, whatever you want to call it. That's what it's about. Because when you're at home, you have fans behind you. You know that you're not against fans. You know that you're not going to hear many boos to you. You know that you're not going to have people against you that are loud enough to basically get inside your head. Like, a lot of players, they're good at not letting people get inside their head. A lot of professional players are very good about not letting people get inside their head. But having that fans behind you, having that atmosphere, like, if you can feel an atmosphere through TV, if you can feel the atmosphere, like it's just a different kind of feeling. Athletes will know what I'm talking about. And if you want to debate anything like I'm saying here, please feel free to do it in the comments. Please keep it civil. But like, fan atmospheres, that's such an important thing for a team to have. A good fan atmosphere. Like, if you can feel it through the TV, imagine what it's going to be like in person. Like, the NHL playoffs. I can give one really good example. I could feel the Islanders through the that atmosphere through TV. I could feel it. Like, you get shivers. You're like, oh yeah, it's about to happen. Like, I don't know if you guys know that feeling, but like if you can feel it, like, you can feel the atmosphere. Cincinnati Cyclones, great atmosphere there, great team that's competitive every single year. So they've grown and you have a great atmosphere there. And Vegas, I would say that's a good little atmosphere. Definitely Montreal would be a good atmosphere too. Those are some examples, but especially the Islanders, I could feel it through the TV. When they're going against lightning, I could feel the atmosphere. Like, I got shivers. Like, I was like, wow. I could feel the atmosphere. If you can feel the atmosphere, that's a great place to be, because that means that the fans are 100% behind you. Like, I don't know if you guys can, like, know what I'm saying here, if you're not an athlete. But, like, an atmosphere, it just adds a totally different element. And if you have the atmosphere on your side, holy crap, man. Holy crap. That can power you through so many games. If you're losing by like 10 and you have a good atmosphere, you can come back. If you let that atmosphere affect how you're playing, if you're the home team, if you let the atmosphere give you energy, there's nothing that can stop you. If you let the atmosphere become a part of that team's identity, then that's great. Toledo, that's not, I guess it can be a good atmosphere, it can be not good atmosphere. Depends on what your view is, but I've had a few bad experiences. My mom, a guy made her cry because she was taking pictures and sharing on our team, and he didn't like that, so he threatened to spill beer on him. The Toledo Walleye, they have some crazy enough fans, let's say that, and whenever the Walleye were losing, sometimes, well, actually not sometimes, most times, the fans that were around the tunnel would like throw beer on the guys. So like they come home smelling like beer because they played. And it got so bad that they actually had to make an announcement before like every single fucking game, saying, "Do not throw this, and this at other players, or you will be charged criminally." Like that's not normal. You have to make that. Like that's how bad it got. Like I can understand supporting your team and being like a fanatic, but if you're doing that to other players, that's going too far. That's not a fan. That's more of a bully. In my book, it's more of a bully. You guys can have some different experiences, and feel free to put down positive or negative experiences in the comments. But that's just my experience with Toledo. It's not a very good one. They can fill out an arena really, really well. Like them and Fort Wayne always on top of the gen standings. But I wouldn't say that they don't have a great quality of fans. I would just say that the fans, they tend to go overboard. They tend to go over the line sometimes, and that line shouldn't have never been crossed in a lot of times, because in any kind of sport that would not be acceptable. So why would it be acceptable here? I feel like maybe some rational thinking is missing there. That's just my experience too. I'm really sorry if you're a Toledo Walleye fan and I'm bashing you guys right now. That's not what I came here to do. I came here to talk about atmospheres and what it can do for a team. Like Toledo, they're contenders. I will admit they are contenders every year. For a lot of different awards, attendance. They have some really great players that are coming back. From time to time, you'll also see them lose a bad game, but that very next game that they're home, they bounce right back. They don't let that affect them because they have that great atmosphere. They do not have trouble selling out games in the slightest. And I feel like that's actually really impressive, that if you're a AA team and you have no trouble selling out games, like, every game's almost always going to be a sellout, I believe that that's a positive thing. I believe that not having many tickets on game day to sell because so many people bought tickets, I believe that that's a positive thing. I think that that's great. But sometimes the quality of the fans versus the quality over quantity, like that's what I'd like to go for. Like quality fans. I know that you can't control who's buying tickets. I know that you can't control this, and this of that stuff. But maybe they've been in the past allowed to get away with some stuff that they shouldn't have been allowed to get away with, and that leads to more problems down the line. It's just my view. But it's really impressive that Toledo was able to not have any problems selling out games. They always have almost a packed arena. Every time, every single game, no matter what game it is. If it's promotion night, you can probably bet that within a week of those tickets being advertised or something like that, the tickets are going to go. Same thing with the Fort Wayne Comets. No trouble. But I do feel like the Comets have the better fan atmosphere out of the two. I feel like the Comets fans are more welcoming. They don't go over that line. Like, they'll cheer on their team. They'll say, hey guys, yeah, we. But none of them are really dicks. None of them come up to you, threaten to throw beer on your camera because you're cheering for your team. Like, you're allowed to cheer for your team. And the Fort Wayne Comets have won the ECHL 2021 Kelly Cup with our captain, by the way. Our captain, Justin Vive. I'm really proud of him for that. But I think that there's drastic contrast in the type of experiences I've had with Toledo versus what I've had with Fort Wayne. I've never had a problem with any other arena other than Toledo. Wheeling, nope. Indy, nope. The Monsters Arena, I think called Quicken Loans, nope. Toledo's the only problems I've ever had with an away team, with a home team and an away team. Like, they'll be like, even like when we won, which I'm not mad about this, I just find it really, really fucking funny. When we were in Toledo one day, the game was over, we won a playoff game. That's cool. But they had to kind of change it around. We should have had a home event the first two games they did. And I think this was like game 1 or 2, I can't remember. But we had won, and like there's a little group of Toledo talking, we were walking past them on there was a good like maybe 20 feet almost between us, and like this little girl yells out, "You suck." Well, that kind of pissed my mom off. Number one, she kept it quiet, but I could tell it pissed her off because who has the professional football team? Who has the professional baseball team in the MLB? Cincinnati does. Toledo, they have a AAA team. I don't believe that they have any football teams per se. I believe that the closest team would be Cleveland. Maybe even Detroit. I don't know the distances for sure, but I feel like Cleveland is the closest to an NFL team that they'd ever gonna have. And also, you guys lost. Be a good loser. Don't yell, "You suck" after you lost. Like, that kind of, and the fact that the parents were okay with that, and the fact that the kid was allowed to do that comfortably, and not even think twice, kind of tells me that those parents weren't as good of parents as you'd like to see. Like, I'd like to think that a lot of parents teach their children to be great sports and be like, "Yeah, good game, guys. You guys tried hard when they win, and when they lost, be like, yeah, good game. Yeah, you guys fought hard. This is a hard fought game. Great job, guys. You deserve this win, almost." I'd like to think that's how most parents teach their kids to be. Obviously not that couple, but I've never had any kind of trouble with any other arena. Just really Huntington Center's fans get a little bit rowdy. Wheeling, maybe a little bit. There was this one experience of a fan coming in because one of our players was a sex offender, which I'm not going to go into that, but it's not really his fault. The girl was underage and she lied, and even the judge agreed, yeah, this is kind of your fault too. But he was in jail, blah, blah, blah. He served his time. He's a completely different person now, but a Wheeling fan had come up, which him and I are cool now. Him and I are actually friends now, I believe. So, yeah, him and I are cool now. That's water under the bridge. You can make up whatever stories you want, but, him and I were cool now. And I don't want to say his name so that he won't get attacked for this, but he came in with, something about him being a sex offender. One of our players had dumped a fucking water bottle on him from the penalty box, and that wowed up everybody, and there could have been a riot. Had this been Montreal, there would have been a riot. But yeah, that's really the only other experience, even somewhat negative, I've had with another arena's fans. Other than that, everybody's been a pleasure. Everybody's been helpful. If we ask them, yeah, hey, what do you see? They're more than happy to tell us. And they're more than happy to be like, yeah, welcome to this place. And I hope that you guys play well today. And I hope that you guys, win. They're really great people in most arenas. Just, the atmosphere, it can be such a crutch, but it can also be something that can hurt your team if you don't have the right atmosphere, and so many people have bad experiences with your fans, then that could come back and haunt you, because we talk, by the way. We talk. Other fans and us talk, be like, yeah, don't do this, or be on the lookout for this, blah, blah, blah. We talk. That's just really my experiences. I know that this turned into maybe a rant about Toledo mostly, but it's just really my experience in life. I tell you guys what I know. I tell you guys what I've experienced, and I tell you guys my opinions. I will never ever lie to you guys about what I think about something or what happened to me. But just overall, a fan atmosphere can be such a cool thing to witness. And if you have a great atmosphere that you can feel it, and that when you sell out a game, you don't have to worry about selling out any other games because you sold out that game, and that's how it usually is. If you could sell out a game and that just be normal, that's a great atmosphere. That's a positive atmosphere in most cases. With Fort Wayne, I love going to Fort Wayne. Never had a shitty person come up to me, and I've been there a couple different times. But, it was the very first time that we went to Toledo, I had experienced that. I had experienced two dicks in one. I can't remember what the second person said, but I know that there's two people that are absolute dicks, in that first day. But, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.